things I think if anyone is listening and is as like, how do I get started with Shakespeare? It's important to know sometimes he really does tell us exactly what he's going to do. So, and he doesn't do prologues with a lot of his plays. He just walks into them sometimes and you start right in the middle, all right. So let me see. I think I do have this one. Remember. Okay. Two households, both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage, the which of you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. So when you think about it in terms of theater, it has its own value. When you think about it in terms of plot, it has its own value. And so he tells us from the beginning that we have two families of equal standing. They're both rich in this beautiful city, Verona, where we're going to lay our scene. And they have been fighting forever, and they are still fighting now, from ancient grudge, break to new mutiny. Where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. So the people of the city are suffering. The citizens are fed up with this. And this is the most important part, I think, for me. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes. Even just the idea of fatal loins is such a paradox, right? The loins are where the child is born from. The idea of birth and death smack together like that. Shakespeare loves opposites, and nowhere else do you see this as strongly as in this. It's all about twos. It's all about opposites. It's all about things that shouldn't go together, like love and death, like children and marriage, things that shouldn't go together. And so there's even this point, where it says, here's what's going to happen. They're destined to die because it's the only thing that's going to end the hatred between the families. And this is how it's all going to work out. These families will make peace. It's going to be sad. It's going to be about 2 hours long. And we hope we do a good job. If you don't quite get it, we're going to try really hard to make sure you get it, And so it's a little cheeky way of Shakespeare, the actor, also talking to the audience a little bit, And so that's why I think it's so important that we remember that it is theater, that it is drama. And so we should read it the way we would read Fences, where we would want to see an actor playing this out. We would want to see two people performing this. And it's not really going to do justice just to read it off the page, because it's all, like you said, it's about every little moment of emphasis, every little rise in volume, every little gesture, builds on